This message is for the Luau. I hope that I'm saying that right.
Hey, what up, Luau? That is a very unique ass name. I don't want to.
Hey, Lua, it's Tara Reid here. I just want to say thank you so much.
What is going on, everyone? Welcome in to another Sunday fun day. Wow, we're one day away from starting the week off again. First week with no football. It is All-Star week, though, if you're an NBA fan. All-Star, Saturday night happened yesterday. Sunday night happening today, and I don't know. It's just not a game I'm interested in. They have different rules. I don't know. Not the same. Anyway, hopefully everyone is doing well here on this Sunday. We have a special guest. So we will bring on DeadZone Citizen at 10 o'clock. So in a half hour. We're going to have unboxings from $7 a pop signature series from DeadZone Collectibles. We're also going to maybe open some Stranger Things mystery minis. I will bring support video back next week. So I find it easier to do those supports for channels when I don't have a guest on. So weeks I don't have a guest on, we'll do supports. That will come back next week, so stay tuned for that. Also, guys, don't forget, the collectible swap is going on right now. You can go check out the videos for the collectible swap. Go over to Mama J's channel, and she has a playlist for all 31 or so channels that were involved with, or at least many of them. You can see what I got in my swap box, what Big Dog Dave got, Collectible Cord, Mama J, etc., etc. The list goes on and on and on. And remember, if you want to be part of the collectible swap number 13, that will go on in the very near future. Hit up Caitlin from Caitlin's Crafts and Collectibles, Big Dog Dave, and you can let Mama J know she's sort of stepping a little bit backwards for that. They are a lot of fun videos. They're really fun. So if you didn't check it out, please do. Hello to I see Kenneth and Umpty Scratch and Tammy Irwin and Elaine Allen and Miss Andy Dill. Hello, everybody. Let's see, what else did what I do? It's a busy week, and it's a busy week coming up. You know, last week Valentine's Day. Hopefully you took your significant other out for a nice dinner, got them flowers, cards, all that good stuff. This week is tomorrow's President's Day, so post office and things like that are closed. And then we have Tuesday is Fat Tuesday, right? And Wednesday is Ash Wednesday, and then Lent starts, if I'm correct. My wife and kids are Catholic. I am not. But, yeah, I think that's the rundown of what's coming up this coming week. So, good stuff. Ant-Man and the Wasp came out this past weekend. Quantumanium, I've heard mostly good things about it. I haven't heard anything bad, so definitely on the list. But you know, it's hard to get to the movie theaters in this time of the year, so I just haven't been able to do it. But we'll see. Maybe it's on my list. Let's just say that it's on my list to see. But one thing I did, The Last of Us HBO series, I think playing right now is episode 6. I've watched all episodes up to this point, episode 1 through 5. Over the past 2 days. Really, really good series. Now, I've never played the video game. I don't know the history behind the video game. But so far, the movie or the TV show is really good. I really enjoy it. Also, give a big shout out to Comic Book Poser. He is the one that sent me my collectible swap box. So thanks to him. If you want to see what he got me, check it out. Let's see what else to talk about really quick. I can also show you this one. So Hot Toys came out with a pre-order this past week, going back to like my early days of childhood when I remember The first this movie came out in 1989, and I remember being in a summer camp up on a mountain. We did an overnight camping trip up, and we slept on the field or something like that. But I remember you could look over the ledge and see the old movie drive-in where this movie was playing. And it just always had fond memories to me. I am talking about Batman 1989, the Michael Keaton Batman, who will reprise his role of Batman in the upcoming Flash movie. But this actually came out for pre-order. This is the Michael Keaton 1989 Batman. Really, really cool. It comes in deluxe form, and the deluxe form basically comes with this base. Looks like a wired cape. Maybe a little bit more muscle tone there than what the original suit is, but, you know, really, really cool. Has different bottom face sculpts, has movable eyes, very, very nice cowl. They pictured this backdrop. I don't know about that, if that's one that's going to come. And then, of course, you have the Batmobile, which as well came out for pre-order. Really, really cool, going back to Batman 1, Batman 2. Really, really nice. I did pre-order these. You could pre-order them if you would like. Sideshow Collectibles and all the other places. And people did ask, you know, one of the big questions that comes out when you have things like that is, where's the Joker? Where is the Joker? And, well, my understanding is Jack Nicholson charges quite the price for his likeness to be portrayed in figures and collectibles and things like that. That's why you don't see it that often. So my guess is that's probably the deal. Not that it won't happen in the future, but it probably brings quite the price to do that. So the Cactus Man will be on in like 20-some minutes. Let's see, what else? WWE for you wrestling fans. Really cool. Elimination Chamber in Montreal, Canada yesterday. Roman Reigns still the champion. Played out kind of how I thought it would play out. Not much different than I honestly thought it would play out. So you have that one. Yeah, I mean, that's the story, guys. Also, I want to plug this. There is a really nice mystery box up here. Here it is from I Want This Stuff, Nick and Brian. I Want This Stuff, the NFT mystery box, $69.95. Only 24 boxes. You get 6 pops, guaranteed value, but one person is going to walk away with the entire Kellogg's NFT line. So Tony Tiger Jr., Coco, Cornelius, Sugar Pop Pete, and Freddie Funkum as Diggum. So really, really cool. Guaranteed value, 6 pops, no limit. There are a few of those boxes remaining, as well as other great collectibles. Please go check out I Want This Stuff. They also have some very cool sodas. In fact, one, which I can tell you is one of my new favorites, is right here. Lotso, the Flock Lotso, absolutely amazing Funko soda. Love, love, love that soda. And I think they do have a few of those available. So definitely want to check that out. There it is. It is flocked. It's a beautiful flocking. Very well done. So you can check all those items out at I Want This Stuff. Very cool mystery box. Please, guys, go check it out. All right, let's open some packages. Let's open some mystery minis. So we opened these about 2 weeks ago. I have a few more. It is the Stranger Things mystery minis. Yeah, so we have Argyle, which was one I wanted to get. Other than that, 1 out of 24 Eddie would be cool. So I figure, why not? We'll open a few of these up. Always fun to open some mystery minis. Knowles, cool stuff. How are you? Cliff, how are you? Welcome in. All right. Let's see if we can get lucky. Thank you, Mr. TechBot. Make sure, guys, go check out Wayneco and Mr. TechBot on Tuesday nights, 8 p.m. Eastern. We have What's this one? Ah, this is a 1 in 24. A 1 in 24 will. Kind of cool. I like it. As he falls. Well, there you go. Look at that. Quick draw finding some mystery minis. Let's see what else we got. Also, Target Con went off. So if you guys didn't check, Target Con happened, I think, today. Nothing for me. So, all right. So we have a 1 in 6. There is 11. 11 doesn't sit well either. Oh, there it is. Noel got all his pops from Target Con. Very cool. I did like the Harry Potter. I thought that was a really cool one. Big, you know, but I did think it was a cool one. All right. See if we can get an Eddie. Nope. We're going to get another 1 in a 611 with the nosebleed. See if she sits better. Nope, she doesn't sit better. We have a few more of those. Maybe we'll open some more of those next week. All right. Well, before we get into more unboxings, weekly giveaways, and we don't forget, link up the channel, guys. Go check out DeadZone, DeadZone Citizen, DeadZone Collectibles, his website, his merch, mystery box. He actually has a mystery box up. Maybe we'll get in and talk about that one, a WWE one, which is really, really cool. It's a very cool mystery box. But I want to thank all the patrons, the channel members for the support, the love. Always really cool. Here's your video. And again, thank you to all the channel members, the patrons. Always do appreciate that. Also, guys, throw this one out there, Mr. TechBot. The Snow White movie poster Funko Pop is huge. huge. That's what she said. Anyway, I did see a photo from Mr. Techbot. It is a pretty good, sizable thing. Also, the really cool Stranger Things deluxe moment, which is going to be probably the size of like the National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation and Elf, etc., Home Alone from this past Walmart release. That's going to be a big one, a really cool one as well. All right, so we have another one. This one comes from $7 a pop, and this is one of their signature series. So this was an interesting item, and I got it because I did not have this autograph, but it's not on a Funko Pop, and it's not on a Funko Pop because this person only has, I think, a 2-pack Funko Pop, and it's an expensive 2-pack Funko Pop. Dark Parlor had her, and I passed on that one. Also, make sure you guys go over and get some Pop Shield Pop Armors. Now, I also, most things that I sell, I put in their $7 Pop Shield Pop Protectors. But for my own personal collection, I prefer to use loot locks. You could use my discount code in the bottom of all the videos to get a loot lock. All right, so this is cool. It does come in a protector as well, which is really cool. This is a rock candy, so I don't have many of the rock candies. But this one is Arwen, autographed by Liv Tyler. That is actually really cool. Only 50 of these were available. That is it. They sold out in, I think, under 3 minutes. But, you know, it is a rock candy. JSA witnessed on it. So very cool like that. But there it is. Beautiful autograph. I actually might keep that one. I do like it. I did get it because I didn't have her autograph, you know. But I don't know. I'm thinking I might keep it after seeing it. So we will see. But really, really cool. Shouts out to $7 a pop. Their Pop series, normally Signature Series, goes live on Saturdays. And this past Saturday was Sopranos Michael Imperioli, which a really good autograph. Nice Funko Pop. I did pick one of those up as well. I think those are still available if you're interested in adding any of the Sopranos. But, yeah, I got that one more for the possibility of flipping because there was only 50. But when I hold it in hand, I actually kind of like it. I might actually keep that one. And a really, really nice autograph. Speaking of autographs that went up here, how about SWA offering Chris Evans? And Chris Evans sold out in, I think it was right under 12, 13 hours. Unknown how many there were, but, you know, Chris Evans, Captain America, they had a few pops available. I did pick one of those up. Hello, Charmaine. How are you doing? Also, Headless Ned Stark, how are you? So I did pick a couple of those up, or one of those up, just because I didn't have a Chris Evans, and it's kind of like in the list of getting stuff. Also, Catherine Hahn went available on SWA as well. If you're interested in any WandaVision, she's up there as well. So very, very cool. I don't know. Now I got to think, man, am I starting to put autographs together from Marvel? Interesting. Interesting. Yes. Still looking for the Office collection. I need an Ed Helms. Still looking for that Ed Helms autograph Funko Pop. I think only currently there's one on eBay right now. Too expensive for what I would pay for Ed Helms. Just me, you know. But hello, popping some pops. Keep it popping. Keep it rocking. And hail to the kingdom. Chase's kingdom. How are you? All right. So don't forget, DeadZone Citizen going to join me at 10 o'clock. Make sure to list up his channel, guys, if you've never checked him out. Also, go check out the collectible swap videos that dropped as well. And you might want to go over to DeadZone's website right here at DeadZoneCollectibles.com and check out his new mystery box, the WrestleMania mystery box, where you're looking at old school Sting, Triple H, autographed Hulk Hogan, 15 boxes, $80 a box. Guaranteed value of $100 plus. So that is a really nice mystery box, guys. There it is. And let's see, did it sell out? I think it's still available. Hold on. Let me see if we can get to it. I don't think it's sold out, but I'm not seeing it. We'll have to ask DeadZone about that. Should be on there, but it doesn't come up. Maybe it's not available yet. Anyway, you can check that one out right there. Oh, no, here it is. My fault. It goes live in 25 days, 8 hours, 12 minutes, and 39 seconds. So March 17th, 2023 is when it will go live. So it's not available yet, but it's there, so you know it's coming. Should be a really cool box. So you can check that out. And then we go there. And we're back. Also, next one I'm going to open up, I don't think is a subscription box, but you can go over, guys, to Zobi, shopzobi.com. You can be a subscriber for $6 a month and save 20%. The Fright boxes now are an every month box. Pop Culture still every other month. The Signature Series is Wednesday. You can still get her. That's still available. And then you have the Zobi Anime, which is bi-monthly. So the only thing that's monthly is the Fright. And then every now and then you have some special ones like the wrestling, the metal, etc., etc., etc. So this one I can't remember. I guess it could be a horror or a pop culture. I'm not sure. It comes in a different box. I don't know. But is from Zobi. Also, if you guys ever want to go check out some other autographs, you could go to OC Celebrity Marketing. Kathleen Turner, who, of course, played Romancing the Stone, War of the Roses, above other things, and Who Framed Roger Rabbit. They actually have some photos of her up right now for a decent price, $70 for a Kathleen Turner photograph. All right, so this is just some photos. I can't remember what this was. All right. Maybe it's just one. Oh, no, I think it's 2 horror photos. I think that's what it is. All right. And I think they're both together. And they are both JSA. And the first one, you know, again, I believe that's Jason, right? Or no, Cupsy? I got nothing. Not sure about that one. And then we have from Scream. This is a really, really nice photo. And I believe it's who plays, you know, the character Scream, the Ghostface is that one. So 2 photos. I think they were relatively inexpensive. But you can get those at or over at Zobi, shopzobi.com. All right. So remember, 8 minutes away from the dead zone, entering the dead zone. All right, let's do some giveaways. Boom and boom. All right, type in our number 65, and you guys know the prizes. Here we go. Weekly winner number 1 goes to Brad Perrick. Go Chiefs! And the Chiefs did win. I was happy. I can't lie. I'm not an Eagles fan. I'm sorry. Brad Perrick, hit me on Instagram at _Luau_23. Let me know your prize selection. And winner number 2 is going to be... Shout out to Steve Hughes. Steve writes, hope you and the family doing great. Looking good to everyone with the giveaway. So, yes, thank you, Steve. And congratulations. Hit me on Instagram, guys. Let me know your prize selection, and they will ship out Tuesday. Also, we are back on Whatnot on Thursday evening, 9:30 p.m. Eastern. We have mystery boxes. In fact, listed right now is everyone gets an NFT redeemable mystery box. It is a $200 box. Lowest value, I think, is $236. Highest box is $330. There's only 6 boxes. Every single box gets an NFT redeemable. So pretty cool box. 4 pops. 5 of the 6 boxes have a soda in them. So very cool. Whatnot mystery boxes. There's a few other mystery boxes as well. Up on Whatnot, we'll do it live, but you can buy them all now. And we'll show you what you get Thursday night at 9:30 p.m. Eastern. All right, so that takes care of those. And here is what we have coming on the channel this week. Again, collectible swap happened. Go check that out. Tomorrow, we will have Nickelodeon NFT pack unboxing. I forget. I think it's like 3 premium Nickelodeon Series 2 packs. And we do well. We do well. You're going to get some Nickelodeon short packs throughout the week as well. Wednesday, we have a $250 Surge Up collectible mystery box run, so you don't want to miss that. And Luau Talk going to come back on Friday with companies doing product dumps. The good, the bad, we'll talk about it. That'll come to you on Friday. So, yeah. And that gives you guys 5 minutes to ask me any questions you want. Questions for the week. Let me see if I wrote any down that we had any good ones. I think we talked about insurance. Someone asked me about insurance, so we did talk about that. And someone talked to me about other figures that I collect that you do not see. So obviously Hot Toys. I have a lot of Hot Toys. I pre-order a lot of Hot Toys, as you can see with the Batmans that just came up for pre-order this week. Probably, I'm going to say August to September. What you see here back will be a Maju case. If you've never checked out cases, Maju case is a dust-proof, airtight kind of case, LED lighting, felt. It's really, really cool. Then the Hot Toys will be displayed. The DeLorean, the Tumbler, a couple of the Guardians of the Galaxy figures, Marvel figures, they will be displayed there. This one in the center might go, and the Detox will move down in the future. It's a case that sometimes can take a year to get. I ordered it in August, so yeah, we'll see. So definitely those. I also do wrestling figures as well. You kind of see a few of them here. You know, one every now and then as I see, well, you can't see, but I have some that sit behind me, like right here is a Beth Phoenix, and there's a few others. So those are the other figures I collect. Every now and then I play with a Black Series or two, but those are the other figures, and others. Next week I think I'll show off my brand new NECA Alf. If you love Alf, NECA just came out with the Alf. Actually just came available. Very, very cool figure. So I do have those as well. And now, you guys, you can have 3 minutes to ask me anything you want before the Dead Zone comes on. Ooh, signed movie screen Blu-ray set. That's very cool. I need David Arquette. I don't have David Arquette signed on my screen thing. I was thinking about sending it in for Rose McGowan, but I didn't do that. Ghostface, one of the most heavily faked Funko Pops out there. It is. It is. But there are some out there. Always find it easier to buy a Ghostface not at the Halloween season. But a lot of autograph signings, guys. If you're looking for autographs, there's a lot of them out there. Twin City Comics, a great place to buy them. SWA, SWAU. Like I said, they just had Chris Evans. They just did a Mark Ruffalo signing. Catherine Hahn just came out. Some of those might still be available. Very, very cool is there. They do a lot. Twin Cities does a lot. I actually am sending through Zobi, sending my Eddie Stranger Things to be signed at London Comic Con. So I flattened the box, sent that off to Zobi. Hope to have that back in a few months. And still waiting on the signing with Macaulay Culkin. Samuel L. Jackson, and Harrison Ford. So all those are closed, just a matter of getting them signed and getting them sent out. All right. No other questions. I think it's time to bring on our special guest. What can I say about this man? So, mystery boxes for days in the closet. Great setup. I'm trying to think. The first time I think I ever met DeadZone and found out who DeadZone was I think back in the Pop Life toy days, if I remember correctly. But has done some nice stuff. I know you aim and built shelves for Matthew. Awesome dude. The mystery boxes, the websites, the merch, go check it out. I bring to you DeadZone Citizen. What is going on?
What's going on? What's going on? How are you?
It's another beautiful day. Beautiful day.
Hey, yeah, absolutely.
I
worked all day.
Repping the NHL team, I see.
Oh yeah, Coyotes all the way from the Dead Zone, of course. So gotta support always, right?
I mean, I don't follow hockey. Are they having a good year?
No, it's been weird for them for the last 5 or 6 years, but we used to go up a lot, but just don't have the time to do it now. We had season tickets and we'd go up there, but it's a 4-hour round trip, 2 hours up, 2 hours back. And it gets to be a little bit tough driving up and back all the time. So, but they have their farm team here in Tucson now, so we go see them. So they have the Tucson Roadrunners here, so we get to see all the up and coming players that are going to go to the NHL soon. So it's pretty cool.
That's not bad. That's not bad. Yeah. It's kind of like us. I can drive, hour and 40 minutes to Philly, or I can drive 20 minutes to Hershey, which is actually, I think, the farm team of the Capitals. So that means cool.
Yeah, and it's super. It's cheap to go to the game, and as long as you don't eat or drink there, you're good. So it's like one of those things, you just have to just be careful about the food and drink, because it could get expensive. That's more. It's twice as much to eat and have something to drink there than it is to just get into the game, watch the game. So
that's how they do it, though. That's how they get you.
And we support other ways, other than just buying like stuff there. So like when we go there, we'll bid on some of the auction stuff that they have. So like sometimes they'll auction off like signed jerseys and pucks and stuff like that. So we'll do some of that. So
yeah, and hey, you were real close. Super Bowl was in your neck of the woods last week. I'm sure that brought a lot of people in the area.
So it's like it's a couple hours from here, so it's not a big deal here. But we have the Gem and Mineral Show, and it's like the biggest gem and mineral show in the whole country. So it just is happening at the same time. So that just brings a lot of people and a lot of traffic, and it just gets crazy over here. But
well, I always love asking you, what's the weather like where you're at right now?
So yesterday was super nice. It was like 70 degrees.
Oh wow.
And then today it was overcast and kind of cold all day. It looked like it was going to rain all day. Kind of like a wintry day.
That's not too bad.
Yeah. Especially because I was working, so it's always best.
People don't know, you pretty much work almost every single day.
So I actually was working at my house. I just finished up building a inner type shed that's kind of on our porch on the back. We have a really big porch in the back of our house, and we have a lot of stuff on our porch. So I moved I'm making an entertainment area for outside. I'm gonna put a TV out there and stuff, and so it got everything off the porch. My wife gets on me about cleaning up all the crap that's on the back porch. So now it's going to be a nice area. I did a whole little shed and put all my tools and stuff in there for house tools and stuff. But it goes. Yeah, it's nice out right now. It's really nice. I mean, it's probably a little bit colder here and than where Papa Wheelie is at, but we're just kind of in a little bit different area. I mean, he's like probably about 25 or 30 minutes from me, but Tucson is like basically where I work all the time. I mean, it's like the major closest area to us. So,
and there's a lot of people like near you. So you have Matthew who's near you. You have there's a bunch.
Yeah. Air Pump Control is he's closer now. So we met up and had a little appetizer and a beer and BS for a couple hours. And that was fun. And then because I brought him the boxes because he bought some of the mystery boxes, the last ones. So I went ahead and took them over to him, and then and I went over to Matthew's house too, and saw his new setup because he set up different now at his house. He's all in there. His room is looking pretty awesome now. He's got a big TV now, big old screen TV and his and everything in there. So he's set up in there. So it's and then.
Man, I see him up there, doing the comic books and all the unboxing stuff. And hopefully the Bears have a better year next year.
Yeah.
I know he's a big Bears fan.
Yeah, and Anthony's super close to me. I mean, Anthony's the closest. He's only like 10 minutes away from my house. So I went over to his house and dropped his boxes off too because he bought a couple boxes too.
And we have the WrestleMania box is coming soon, 20 some days.
Yeah. So and Anthony kind of helped me out on that one just because I'm not a huge wrestling fan, but he was suggesting doing it a little bit later because WrestleMania is coming up and thought that would be a good idea to kind of do it around then. So yeah, it's a lot of good stuff in there, everything's going to be WWE. There's not going to be. It's all WWE. So you buy a box, you're getting 2 or 3 WWE pops guaranteed. And they're not going to be. I mean, there's some in there that are lower ones, but for the most part, all of them, for the most part, they're all in the higher range. $20 and up. There's some then, and there are some fillers just because there's some higher price stuff in there. So
that should be a good one. That should be a good one. I like that.
Yeah, and we're trying to keep it real. Trying to keep it. Mystery boxes. I don't think mystery boxes have actually gone away. They've changed. They've just, it's a lot easier to kind of go about getting mystery boxes that you really want, because you have to really pick and choose, and like for you buy a lot of boxes. I've really slowed down a bunch, but
I mean, for people that don't know, how many closets do we have full right now?
We got 2 that are full.
So for everyone that doesn't know, I believe DeadZone could pull out go in the closet. Here's like a $300 or here's a $500 box from a year and a half ago.
Yeah, I think the biggest box I have still sitting around is an 1100 Black Friday mystery box from Pop King Paul. I'll get to at some point. It's just the thing is I get so busy, I get busy doing all kinds of stuff, and my main business is, I have my main business, and that's the number one priority, and I try to keep that one going, and it's just busy. I mean, there's a lot of we're close to the border, and there's a lot of people that come do similar things that I do, but they don't really do them the right way, and they're just looking for money. And so we get real busy because of that. Because people, they get ripped off or something like that, and they're looking for somebody that's not going to and do the work the right way and stuff. So we get super busy on that, and it just gets crazy. But oh, I forgot, I have something for Mr. Dan down there. Let's see if we can figure that one out. All right, that was just for Dan, and if he gets crazy, he's gonna keep getting that. And shirts will be on the way, so check the website for the merch for the no Dan no shirts. They'll be on their way.
Not bad. I like that. The black light shirt, I think, is probably my favorite so far. I like that one. That was a good one.
Yeah, so we did those ones for the Tucson Comic-Con, which was kind of weird because we never did a con before or anything like that. We didn't know what to do. So we kind of just threw everything together at the last minute, really, and it actually was really good. It
looked good. I mean, your display looked really good.
Yeah, it was super fun. And the thing is one of my good friends is he's got a business and he does a lot of the trade shows and stuff. So he gave me some pointers on stuff, and he also gave me some stuff to use as the shelving for the back and everything. So he let me have some of that. So it was good. It was definitely interesting. It was super fun. All the people that we met, like, they were super cool. I mean, it was like a whole different. I mean, we had been to the Tucson Comic-Con before just to go, but like a lot of people really wanted to have a conversation with you about, just collectible stuff and what we do and how we get the stuff and, how we price them and all that stuff and everything. So it was super fun. We met a lot of really, really cool people. So it was.
Are you going to do it this year?
We're definitely going to do it again. Yeah. And we possibly might be doing the LA Comic-Con in December. So we're still trying to decide whether we're going to actually be able to do that one. We were going to try to do the last one, but just didn't have enough time, and it's one of those things. But
Two boys asking, what inspired you to do a collectible store, and is it hard to get a website like yours?
So the reason why I did a store and wanted to do mystery boxes and stuff like that was just I bought a lot of mystery boxes, and I kind of took a lot of, like, I got a lot of them, and some of them were just really not. They weren't really fun. They just weren't very good, and it felt like they were thrown together, and wasn't really any thought put into it. So I thought maybe that I would put something together and try to make it a little as fun as I possibly can, and put some tickets in it, and always trying to think of ways to make it better. And it always felt to me like it wasn't for the collector. It was just the company was doing it because they wanted money. They weren't really doing it for the collectors, and that's why, for the most part, I've tried to make, and going forward, I'm trying to make every box an overvalue box, because and try to give back to the collecting community and just making it better for, because when I got a box and it was overvalued, it was always, it was more fun to open it that way. And, it's, people don't want to get a box that's, that's no good, I mean, and I kind of had a struggle with the soda box. And now I saw people open some of the stuff, I would totally do it different. And it's a learning experience, really. I've been in business for myself, working for myself for over 12 years now. So, and it's been a learning experience every step of the way. and same thing with the mystery boxes and the website. And
But it's fun. I mean, you go to the website, it's intuitive. It's spelled out. You can get to the merch. Just, you're right there and you can see the merch. The mystery box is all laid out. I like that you can go back and see the older mystery boxes. I mean, I'm trying to think. My favorite might be the jalapeno one, just because of the candy and stuff that was in that one. I like that one. That was cool.
The fireballs.
Yes.
I'm sure all the pops kind of smelled like fireballs when they.
That was a good one though. I like that one. And then the tickets are always fun. I remember I think we did some box battle at one time with the boxes, and Fox hit like tickets, and he just wanted some beer.
Yeah, he did. Well, I think Fox got a beer hat, and he got some beer from me. I don't know if that was legal to send to him in the mail or whatever, but
I think New York is. I think New York is.
But he got beer. He got it was actually it was themed for the Coyotes, for the Arizona Coyotes, so it was a good deal. But yeah, I mean, it's fun doing the website and trying to figure stuff out on that end. It's not super hard, but if you want to make it your own, you really have to kind of dive into it a little more, because there's a lot of stuff on the back end that you can really do to change stuff. It's not like an old WYSIWYG type of website design where you can just place stuff where you want it, because there's a lot of back end coding and stuff too. And if you try to figure it out, I don't know all of it, and I just try to figure it out, but it's interesting for sure. But it can take up a lot of your time for sure.
Oh, I bet. And time is always of essence with you.
Yeah, and I really like to get into it a little bit more. I'm really working towards I've been training somebody for a long time, a couple of years now, to kind of be the person in the field. So I'm hoping that that'll free me up once I can maybe find somebody that is worthwhile to hire. It's real tough right now in the industry, finding people that actually want to work.
I think that's everywhere. I don't think I think it's in every state. It's in every industry. It's unbelievable.
Yeah. And it is tough. I have a guy that really wants to manage a team in the field, and it's just tough finding the right people to be able to do that. And I don't want to just, hire somebody and just let him do it, because it could be frustrating. You need them to be on board and everything first. So, but
I always have to quick draws little. He loves to have fun, and this is a fun comment that we all get a little giggle out of. I think about the playground.
Yeah, the playground was a playground gate. That was interesting times for sure. And and those times was, so before I even came on a live or anything like that, I had been in the background watching a lot of people for a long time. I just was watching and listening. I worked a lot. I just listened to a lot. It was interesting to me. I liked Funko, and I had some of them. I didn't have a whole lot, but I like listening to people. I like people opening boxes and stuff. So, and I hadn't really been on live. I haven't done, I didn't have anything, my own channel or anything like that. I just, I just listened and watched, and then just decided to jump in at, just kind of said, hey, I'm gonna go for it, and just kind of as a relaxing thing, and kind of being able to do something different than my day to day. So
it's worked well. It's fun. We love the soda battle. We've done soda battles before and all sorts of stuff.
Yeah, soda battles are fun. All the battles and stuff are fun, and watching people open the boxes and see what the reaction is really what that's my favorite thing. So That's why
And-
I just like people to open them and see what they get and see what their reaction to stuff
Oh,
is.
for sure.
It's
And
always
so what is your collection like total pops right now? Not just the ones that you would sell, but like your collection. What's sort of like a number we got?
so. I probably have. Man, I have to like go to like PPG and kind of take a quick look. It's not a whole lot. I mean, I've slimmed down a lot of stuff, and there's stuff that's in my collection that probably really shouldn't be there. I just need to weed them out. It's like stuff that I kind of put in there. So I got 422 in my collection.
That's not bad.
Um,
And I know you love the Freddy Funkos. That's a big one for you.
yeah, I like the Freddy Funkos. It's just so does everybody else, and it's tough to get all of them. And there's like certain ones that I really want to keep. That I really want, like the Freddy Funko C3PO is one of my favorites. I have Freddy Funko's Heimdall that I didn't even know who it was when I got it, and I just keep it because it's the very first real Grail Freddy Funko that I ever got.
Yep.
So I kind of have that one, and obviously my number one is my 1970s Glow Chase Elvis. So that's my number one in my collection, and and that was a super fun experience to get that. I went through trading, giving money, trading with another with Mitch. I traded with Mitch because the guy wanted stuff that Mitch had, and I had stuff that Mitch wanted. So it was like this weird trade buy and everything. So it was fun. It was like the funnest trade that I've ever done. So it was super cool.
That's good. How about what's one that's on the list, like the number one you want right now?
So I want to get like the Breaking Bad ones. I don't have them all. I'd like to get some of those. I want to get some of the 16 Candles, the Breakfast Club. I don't have all of them. So if anybody has some of those and wants to trade anything, let me know, because I'm definitely into those. And then my wife and I are on the Stranger Things, so we are picking up things as we can get them. So we're still don't have the Eddie. That one still hasn't been collected, but
people always thought he was going to come back, and then he really didn't yet, and then he's overseas, and there's a couple rounds of overseas, and then it's almost like, do you like the Target sticker, or the new Funko overseas sticker is pretty cool.
Yeah, the special edition sticker, the new ones are super cool.
I like them. Great improvement.
Yeah, for sure. I didn't mind the other ones really either. I mean,
they weren't bad. Yeah, I didn't mind them.
But so we got our first NFT redeemable today. So yeah, I got the My Little Pony one for my wife.
Yeah.
Starlight Shimmer or whatever. I don't know which one. It's pretty cool though, and it's heavy. It was heavier than I thought it was going to be. It was actually a pretty cool one.
They did well with them. I think it was still a chance for Funko. They could have flocked them or put like a flock tail or something on it, but they are really cool. And for people like us that remember them back in the day, it's kind of nostalgic to it. The same thing with 16 Candles and Dirty Dancing. It takes me back to those 80s, early 90s type things, which some people to this day just don't. I mean, 16 Candles was a fabulous movie.
Oh, yeah, and Breakfast Club, they
don't make them like that. I mean, you look at movies today, and it's like, man, they just don't have that knack for making them like they did then. It's just there's something that's just not there that those movies had.
Yeah, definitely they have some. I mean, there's so many of these old 80s movies. I mean, I like all these old 80 movies, and even if they're just like a romantic comedy,
Yeah,
my wife always makes fun of me because I'm like, I'll watch them, because it's just like a getaway, it's like one of these things that you just kind of just watch it, and you don't have to pay a whole lot of attention to,
mm-mm.
and it just kind of makes sense. But like like there's a lot of like the older 80s movies that Pretty in Pink,
Ooh.
and
Mhm.
any of those ones that are just from that era, I definitely am a fan of for sure.
They could really pull off. Funko could pull off Weird Science. That would be a cool one with the underwear on their head. That would be a cool one.
Weird Science would be good.
I'd love if they. I
There's
know they can never do Spaceballs, but man, if they could somehow pull something off to get Spaceballs, that would just be insane.
yeah, and Two Boys, yeah, absolutely. Revenge of the Nerds.
Oh,
That was definitely a good one, but yeah, I mean, I grew up on all that stuff.
yeah,
I'm an
that
old guy.
it was
I'm
just
not.
something that lacks right now. I just don't see it. But Umpty wanted to know how many months out are the graded cards.
I know, and I have his right here. I need to do those. They're sitting right here. I mean, Dan even has some down in here, and Jerry the mechanic has one. I need to get to them for sure. So I will, and I'll get them out to people. It's
Quick
just
asking, do you still have the proto you were going to throw away?
I do, and it's funny because the Hank Schrader pop now is like super expensive.
Oh yeah.
That's the proto that I got, and I mean, I'd have to go back because I forgot, but somebody sent me the actual pop, and I have the proto in the box of the original pop, and then I have the the one that's he's sitting up here. But
They are, for whatever reason, Breaking Bad over the past year is really going up in price.
yeah,
Very
and
possible.
I have a bunch of them. I just don't I just don't have the whole, and I'm not looking to get all of everything. I'm okay with not getting the whole set. I mean, there's like the Pulp Fiction ones. I have a bunch of those ones too. Unboxing Treasures helped me out with some of those that we did a trade for, so I got some of those ones that I wanted and stuff. But yeah, I'm okay with not getting everything, but it's just one of those things.
There's Mitch saying it was a fun trade. He got me the green Flock Scooby Doo.
Yeah, and I got that through another person on YouTube. They live on the East Coast, and they looked for some stuff for me, and just for stuff that I would be able to buy for to put in a mystery box. And one of them was the Flock Green Scooby Doo one, so worked out that way because I was able to get my number one. And then really, I mean, probably the 1970s Elvis is my top. I mean, I don't really think I have anything over that one that I would be like, oh my gosh, if I had that one, it would be
Yeah.
be super good. But I mean, like you and the Goonies. I mean, I love the Goonies too. So I got
Oh my goodness, yes.
I got almost all of those ones. And fun fact, my wife was an extra in a show called the Young Riders,
Yeah.
and the main characters in it was Brand.
Oh, okay. Josh Brolin.
Josh Brolin, yeah. So yeah, so he was the main character in that show, one of the main characters in that show.
Good actor.
So yeah, she got to see him and stuff when she did her extra stuff, and
That's cool.
She has some pictures and
I'd
stuff.
I'd like to get out to Oregon just to see, because they have some stuff laid out. Some of the stuff's not there anymore. I saw they just sold the house, but the old jail is set up like a museum, and then there's some spots out on the all over, which would be cool to see.
Yeah, I mean, any of those old. I mean, Goonies is one of my favorite movies too. So, I mean, I have a lot of
redoing it, and I'm like, oh guys, please don't do that. Don't try to remake it or do a sequel to it these days. That would just
it'd be tough.
I mean, they pulled it off with Top Gun, but I think that's like a 1 in a million to be able to do what he did for that.
Yeah, Top Gun, the new one, was pretty cool. I've watched that like, I don't know, 10 or 15. I mean, I put it on my computer while I'm cleaning up my office and stuff. So
the wife sat down and watched it, and she was always like, "There's no way it's better than the." I said, "Honey, the guy, everyone I've seen that I work with that have seen it said it's better, on par to better than the first one." And she watched. She's like, "Oh my God, I've never seen a sequel that many years difference that's better." And she said it was better.
Yeah, it was good. I mean, they're both good. It's like one of those things. You have to. If you appreciate those type of movies, it's like.
Yep. Chase's Kingdom, killing it on the shorts.
Yeah, well, I'm always trying to learn how to do stuff, and shorts were kind of one of those things that when they first came out, I tried to mess around with them a little bit, and I like editing stuff, and I like creating those edits and stuff. I mean, if you haven't seen any of the videos, they're just fun, whatever. I just do my thing, but I think I got like I got about 250 under my belt so far. So yeah, I mean, I'm it's fun to do. They're super fast.
Yep.
And I can mess around with a bunch of different things. It could be Disney one time, and then it could be completely something, on the other end of the spectrum the next time, which is fun, I mean, because you do it for fun. You want to, if it's a chore, then hey, you're not going to do it.
Fun. Yeah, absolutely.
And it gives me a chance to learn other things too. So like other programs and stuff like that. So.
Wow, Matthew, the complete WWE set. That's something.
Yeah, his WWE collection is pretty spectacular. I mean, he's got them all lined up by they're all numbered, and each individual shelf. So like he's got a lot of good stuff.
I know he loves his wrestling. So I'll have to ask you, Matthew, does Cody Rhodes beat Roman Reigns? I'm curious. I'm curious what he says. I can't picture it. I just don't see it. But hey, I don't. It's just me.
Yeah, I mean, I know a little bit about it just because I wanted to research a little bit while doing the
box.
Doing the box and everything. So, and I do know the older wrestling stuff, like Andre the Giant and Hulk Hogan and Junkyard Dog and all those ones, because I remember those when I was young, but never really stuck with me. I just know them from those were the type of things were pretty popular when I was a kid, so I remember them, but it never really stuck with me too much. So I mean, I grew up outdoors, so I didn't spend a lot of time watching TV and doing those type of things a whole lot. My TV allowance was pretty limited when I was a kid, so I did a lot of other things out there, riding bikes and skateboarding and surfing, because I lived right next to the beach. So I grew up right next to the beach, so I ended up there most of the time. So
you see, DeadZone knows this. I don't think so, Eric. I don't think they ever made a dong for 16 candles. They should be incredible one. I don't think they did.
That would be super cool though.
they could do a deluxe, have him hanging from the tree.
That's all the toilet paper all over. That would be cool.
Oh my God, the donger. Oh, the days.
Yeah, good. Those are always always
Bob and
good.
Patty American, Coming to America Pops. Yeah, those are some pretty cool ones. I couldn't get
Yeah,
into the sequel though. The second one, I was like,
yeah,
didn't work.
yeah. I have some of the other ones, but yeah, I mean, Funko's still super fun for me, so I kind of, I kind
A
of
lot
stay
of
out of
people
the
complain
drama
about
of
it. I
everything.
mean, they go in different directions, and I think the guy leading it prior maybe made some bad choices and decisions, and some of the things they're doing, like making sodas without numbers, and then you're going to raise the price. I've heard a soda, they're going for like $18 a soda soon. That's a
Yeah,
lot.
that's
I don't
that's a
know.
bummer and stuff. But I mean, when you think about stuff as a business, I mean, when you think of stuff as business wise, and I mean, I've been running my own business for a long time, and I've had to raise my prices and stuff, and just based on a lot of different factors and stuff. Material goes up in price. You got to raise your prices. You can't. I mean, I can't work for free.
Yep.
Um,
And
and
materials nuts.
Yeah, material's crazy. I mean, it goes up and down consistently, and I'm certain that it's not any different for Funko.
No.
And they're still probably trying to find their way in as being a larger company and trying to figure out and navigate those waters, which is super tough. In a big business. I mean, they're going to have growing pains, and there's going to be stuff that doesn't go right all the time, and so I kind of stay out of the drama because the negativity is just
Oh yeah.
a lot of it is there for getting views and getting people to watch stuff, and it
And
puts a bad.
nobody has a repertoire of like licenses like Funko does.
Yeah, I mean, do they do everything right? Of course not.
No.
But does any company do everything right? No. So I mean, you can find all kinds of things about every single company out there, and it's just why go through the I mean, yeah, you want to call people out for like legitimate stuff, but you know they're they're doing their thing. I'm certain that they're trying to figure out where their company's going to be going. I mean, they are probably trying to make things better. Do it. And
Licenses aren't cheap to have the licenses they do. That's not cheap, and all the other stuff.
yeah.
And
So
I'm sure sodas, that's a metal can. So, along with commodities, I mean, it's probably not cheap.
yeah, and I mean, obviously they're making a profit and stuff like that. So I mean, but I mean, I wish that they were a little bit more conscious of the collector rather than than putting out like massive amounts of stuff. But they do their NFTs, and those are still limited runs, and some of their other stuff is they still do some limited stuff here and there, but
It's here and there. Yeah, it's not like it used to be, but I don't know if we'll ever go back to the 2010 to 2015 route.
yeah, it doesn't make any sense for them to do a 50 limited 50 piece run. I mean, just it costs them way more than it to put them out. I mean, but if they put one out, if they did like a lower piece count to whatever to whatever movie they do or whatever they're gonna do one on, I think that would be kind of cool, because
Yeah.
you could absorb some of the cost to be able to give the collectors something to look forward to as well.
I
'Cause
like watching what Welsh Funko on Instagram sometimes posts old photos that you were able to buy those things back in the day in 2010, 11 for, I mean, I think a 25 or 50 piece pop back then was $500. 1,000 piece was like 200 to 250. So when you think about those old SDCC ones that are super rare, you could buy them. And that's how he got his. People always want to know how he did it. And, you know, he's showing some of the sales. I forget the websites. It might be Fugitive, might have had some. But, you know, here's a 25-piece Freddie Funko as, you know, I'm sure that's how he got his Boo Berry and Ace Ventura's, $500. And, you know, or here's 250 for a glow-in-the-dark 1,000-piece Mike Wazowski. It's like, you know, I would have done that back in the day, but back then they weren't selling the way they are now.
Yeah, and it's definitely changed, and the company's gone in a different direction and stuff like that. And like you said, there's some people in the authority or the upper, you know, areas of the company that they may have just thought of things a different way, you know, and it takes some time to change those things, because something, you know, it doesn't just happen overnight. You know, you can't be like, oh my gosh, you know, the
people thought when they put what's his name back in charge that it was going to be a snap of a finger, but the problem is everything in that past regime that could go out like 6-8 months. Sometimes people are on a year business plan they set the wheels in motion. You can't change it. So you know, you almost got to give that guy 6 months to a year and a half to really see if there's going to be a change.
Yeah. I wish they would change the way they did like pre-order stuff too, where they didn't let so many people be able to do like pre-order stuff. Because I mean, I have stuff on pre-order that it's been like well over a year that's still kind of waiting for. And a lot of those ones I see them on eBay, Mercari, that I could buy them right now, and I still am waiting for them. And it's just weird how that kind of happens. I wish they would do. I wish they would really just do away with those pre-order. I just wish they didn't do pre-order stuff. You know, especially on stuff that I mean, some of the places just they're not real honest about how they're going to get them, or I mean, I don't really know exactly how they get them, or you know what they're.
Some get them early, some get them later. It's all weird of how they get them, and then but it's nice. A couple places aren't even going to do the pre-orders anymore. They just said, "Listen, when we get them in, then we'll sell them, but we're not going to pre-order them." So I think Smile is one of those companies that did that. So you know, kudos to them.
Yeah, I mean, I've actually had a good experience with pre-orders with Smile World.
Yep.
I mean, Smile World, Ralphie's Funhouse. You know, a couple other places, you know, I really, really dig on those guys. I really appreciate the way they run their company and stuff. And so, but there's some other ones out there that I won't name, but that I won't pre-order. I just really don't even pre-order anymore. I'll just wait, you know, and if I end up having to pay more for something that I really want, then so be it. At least I get it when it's actually there.
Yeah. Or you play the waiting game, and it's like that Chester Cheetah Chase that came out. I like it. You know, it's one of the ones that's high on my list, but it's like I'll give it 2-3 months and we'll see where it goes.
Yeah. And and Eric asked if I'm doing drip auctions. I'm not really doing any auctions anymore, really. I'm really looking to, so the website and the whole brand of DeadZone Collectibles is completely different than DeadZone Citizen. DeadZone Citizen was just, was my channel so that I can go live and I can then do, really to test a lot of stuff, you know, to test out editing, creating videos, trying to have fun with stuff and everything. DeadZone Collectibles is going to be a little bit more of a actual, true, honest business that I'm going to try to at least keep it small, just look to do the fun mystery boxes, watch people open stuff and sell stuff on there, because really you're on Drip, you're on the different auctions, you're on eBay, you're paying for their audience,
Yeah.
and I'd rather have an audience of a smaller audience of people that are more into collecting and want to support a smaller business that is looking out for them, and not, I'm not going to sell to somebody, like we get a lot of, we sell on Macari, and my wife kind of takes care of that part of it, and it's really been a test, as kind of, that she knows order comes in,
Yeah.
she goes down to she goes down and gets, she has an area in our one of our storage rooms that she knows where everything's at. She goes there, she gets what she needs, and then she ships it, and trying to really get that together, so that we know the process.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a little bit, so that we both are kind of on the same page when we're doing like mystery boxes, because my wife is in the background and she definitely is helping out. She's boxing stuff up and, answering, and at least telling me, oh my gosh, somebody has sent a message or somebody bought something and need to go pick it up. And, so it's not always just me on this end of it. But
I saw the proper popper in there. We also got to give you congrats because you won the fantasy football league this year.
Yeah, I mean, that was pretty interesting, huh? I'll wait to make my announcement when I open up the boxes, but they're right there. Right there, there's all the boxes. Still, I think it's still waiting for one.
Yep.
Jay's came in, I think, waiting for one more box. But then we'll open them, and then I'll drop the bomb on that live, and let everybody know what the info is, the scoop, as we call it.
And you have, how old is, you have a daughter, right?
I have a son. He's 13.
Does he collect?
So he's got some stuff. So he's got the very first Funko that I ever bought, which was a Spider-Man. And
Yep.
so I was building him a computer, and it was Spider-Man themed. And so when I was making the computer, the front of it's painted, has Spider-Man on it, and there's some logos and stuff that I did like some airbrushing and stuff on, and inside the case was a Spider-Man. So
That's awesome.
So that was the first one I bought. Was really for him, and then, but yeah, I mean, he's a kid, he's all over the place.
Especially at that age, it doesn't get any better. 13 to 16, it's a whirlwind.
Yeah, and yeah, I told everybody I was picking the purple players. That was my tactic, that was my that was the way I was gonna win the whole thing. So
it worked.
Yeah. I mean, it was fun. It was super fun to do, for sure. I mean, I definitely wasn't paying attention all that much just because I was busy. But when I did pay attention, it was fun watching and seeing all the other, people doing what they were getting, what their team was doing, and just getting used to the whole platform, because I never.
Oh yeah, it takes a little while. Yep. If you never played before. Yep.
It was fun.
So Eric's got a good one. If you could bring back one toy from your childhood, what would it be? Now, for all of you, me and DeadZone are probably very close in age, so we're going back to the classic toys where you could go in a Toys R Us or a KB, and you're talking walls of like stuff that would make people blow their minds. So this is a tough one.
Yeah, I mean, so I remember, I remember a lot of, I had a lot of the original Star Wars stuff. And like the TIE Fighter and stuff would be super awesome. But really, I remember having Stretch Armstrong.
Ooh.
And that was a super fun one for me. And I don't know. I just remember it, and like I don't even have the pop for that one just because it's not even about the Funko for it. It's just it was one of those things I wanted, and like I usually got like socks and shirts and clothing and stuff that and I was just like always, oh my gosh, I totally want this. And something, and then I got it. I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe it was something that I actually got. That it's not underwear. So hey, that's always good, So it was weird. I mean, when I used to skateboard all the time, I was a big time skateboarder, and it was funny because now, like I have Vans and stuff like that, Vans shoes, and love them and everything. I loved them back then, but they were super expensive back then.
Yep.
And it's like totally different because I used to buy like Air Jordans because they were super cheap, and I had a ton of pairs of them, and I would just wear the crap out of those things, and I'd duct tape them, and but it's funny because like now it's totally opposite. If I had those shoes now that were in like perfect condition, they were thousands of dollars now or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like I couldn't get my parents to buy me a pair of Vans because they're like 60, 70 bucks at the time. They were a small company. They didn't sell a whole lot, and it was a real specialized,
I mean, back then I didn't even see. I mean, we would see Vans and see people wear Vans, but like around here, there weren't stores that had Vans. And if there were, it was a pretty penny. It wasn't like, like Nikes and even Jordans where it wasn't like what it is today where you got lines up. You could walk into a store and say, give me the Air Jordan 5 or 6.
Yeah.
And they're there. You're trying a couple pairs on. I mean, it's not a big deal like it is today, but Vans were different.
Yeah. And it had to be super specialized store. It was like, like a small skateboard shop would have a couple pairs of them of different colors, and they're always like the same ones. They didn't have a whole variety of anything. But
I remember we would see people skating, and it would be like out in California, and you would see these Vans checkerboards or something like that, and we're like, man, we'd love them. And then you didn't have a phone to show, like take it to the, you'd have to call these people on a rotary phone at times and say, hey, you have these shoes, and try to explain what it looked like. And yeah. They were tough. I mean, more readily available, our Vans.
Yeah, I got to bring some pictures out of. So I'll show a couple pictures of me actually talking on like an old rotary phone with we used to have the cord that was like 1,000 feet long, so you could go into your
bedroom or go in the hallway, or maybe you could take it from your hallway and wrap it into your bedroom if you had the cord long enough.
Yeah. Yeah, absolutely. If you had the long cord, you were super. You're in good shape. You can kind of have some privacy. Other than that, if you didn't, hey, you were sitting right there in front of everybody talking.
Yep.
Talking
sitting
about
in the kitchen, on the kitchen table or something like that. Oh yeah, it's man.
Yeah. I mean, yeah, I always tell people, you want to know how old I am? When I was a kid, I had to rake my carpet. That was one of my chores when I was a kid. I had to rake the carpet.
Yep.
Because it was shag, and it was, the threads on those things were like 4 inches long, and yeah, you had and the best part about that was you rake it, and then you walk down the hallway, and you could see your footprints in them. That was awesome, but what can you do? I'm super old guy. What can you do? Everybody gets old, right?
It happens. And you would have never thought back in our day. You're like, with our parents were like, oh, the music you listen to, yada yada yada. And I find myself doing that to my son. What do you think of this song? I said, it's crap. What about that? That's crap.
Yeah, it's horrible.
He said, "What do you don't like?" I said, "No, I don't like any of it. It's all crap." But I mean, our parents said that to us, so it's
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of people, look at me, long hair. Yeah, I played in a band for a long. I've been in a bunch of different bands. I mean, I played live all over the place. And but I like so many different genres of music. I mean, people would be like, "Oh my gosh, you like that?" I mean, hello, hello, come on.
and she's kind of people are viewing her as like an old school person now.
Yeah, and she's not.
No,
I mean, but it's fun. It's fun. I mean, and that's what funk is always good for. I mean, because it caters to people that are young now and to people that are super old like me. So I mean,
it's like the anime. It's
out.
like I don't see I can't get anime. I've tried. It doesn't work for me. It is what it is. Super popular.
Yeah, the one thing about the anime pops that is super cool is that they really look good.
Oh, yeah.
They translate really well into pop form, and I've watched some of the stuff. I've watched Demon Slayer. And I can't really continue watching a bunch of it just because there's so many of them. But I mean,
I sit there and talk to Sean about it, and I'm like, well, all right, how many episodes of Dragon? He said, "Oh, you don't want to do Dragon Ball. That's hundreds of episodes." What?
Like Bleach or something like that has like 6,000 episodes or something like. I don't know. Ask Mitch. He knows all that stuff. But I mean, it's fun though.
Grogu's on his way back in a month, so Mitch will be happy.
Oh yeah, there'll be like 500 more pops on those, and then he's stuck because he's My Hero fan, and like it seems like every other second they're coming out with some, and they don't just come out with one. They'll come out with like 5 or 6 of them.
Yep.
And then just different variants and stuff. So yeah, see, 326 episodes.
No way.
I can't do 326 episodes, but there's some I wish I had 326 episodes of stuff. There are some shows out there that and I don't watch it. I mean, I try to watch stuff, but it's tough. There's so much stuff out there, and it's just always new stuff coming.
It's almost like picking and choosing, or I wait till there's like The Last of Us. I'm like, people are telling me it's a video game. I never played the video game. I don't know it.
I don't know it either, but I definitely like the show.
I got into it. I didn't pick up because I guess whenever the last, not this week's episode, but last episode, where they were in that underground like school for the kids, and it was like some homage to the game with a little drawing of Ash or something. I'm like, I didn't get that. My son did, but I didn't get it.
Yeah, I didn't. I liked the show, but I don't get any of the video game part of it. But like they had Ted Lasso pops come out, and I was like, who the hell is Ted Lasso?
But it's a good. I actually like Ted Lasso. I didn't get into it till last year, but I liked it.
I already watched all of them, and I love it. I thought it was absolutely fantastic. And but when I saw the pops, I was like,
I'm gonna live there. I'd go live in his little town where he's at.
Yeah, it's it's super fun show, and yeah, when I saw the pops, I was like, well, and then I got the why do they have him in a hula hoop?
And then you see that episode, and
then I saw the episode, I'm like, yes, really, that's exactly what it was about. So
and it's now, I think they finally said it's sometime in March it comes out, but then it's over. It's it.
Yeah, I didn't hear too much about it, but it's it's absolutely fantastic show. I just like the I just like the writing. I mean, the writing is super cool. I mean, it's super fun, and it's not just straightforward. It kind of like you'll take like a left turn every now and again, and it'll be something completely different. So yeah, it's yeah, and that was fun to find out. Now I got to get the pops, so I'll have to
Yes.
figure
And then
those out.
they have the soda. I think there's another soda coming too. I think there'll be 2 sodas. So
Yeah.
always something. Well, we are to that 11 o'clock time. So I'm sure you got to go to work early. I got to go to work early. So
Yeah.
I'll let you take us out. Anything you want to tell people? Tell them about the WrestleMania box in 25 days. The floor is yours.
Yeah. So yeah, most definitely, DeadZone Collectibles is going to be more of my main thing coming up. And my wife is going to be more involved. So this whole room here is all going away too. So we're going to completely redo this whole room. We're going to have a podcast area because we're going to do a podcast. And then definitely going to be doing some more mystery boxes. We have a lot of more mystery boxes coming up. So, and we're looking for it to be geared towards a smaller group that wants to collect. If we can help, that's what we want to. That's who we want to be. We want to help. All the people that I've already met, Eric and Mitch and LBD and all these guys that have always helped me. Matthew, Anthony Blaze, and Air Pop Control, the Proper Popper. I mean, there's so Chase's Kingdom. Everybody's kind of those kind of people, or I want to facilitate for, if I can help them with something, a mystery box or something that they want, on the website, and it be try to keep it as fair as I possibly can. Obviously, as a business, we got to make money at it. But we're really going to try to focus on, just doing some things for like the community. It seems like that is a hole that's is kind of missing, that we've kind of thought for a little bit, that, we really want to make sure that, except for Dan. Now, Dan is a different story. We do not need any Dans. We definitely need Dans in the community because he's super cool, and we definitely like we do like Quick Draw. There's all kinds of people that I'm missing, and but I mean, I met so many cool people in this community, and kind of looking for the positive side of things, and not so much of the drama side of, oh my God, I have to have, get so many views, and I need, subscribers, and, and all this stuff. It's, I mean, obviously you want an audience, you want a community of people that are like-minded, and stuff like that. And we're kind of wanting to kind of fill that void. And I'm not saying that there's a void where there's not people out there, because there is definitely people out there that are positive, and like, let's start a pop collection. Their Discord is super cool, and they got lots of fun stuff going on there, and everything. And there's a lot of good people in the community. I mean, yourself, I've been watching for a long time, and you're always positive and stuff like that. And that's why I enjoy watching, listening, and kind of doing our thing. So yeah, we're looking forward to doing more of that. It might be slow, but it's just kind of the way it is for us. When if we could jump into it full time, it would be absolutely fantastic. But it's probably not in the cards for us right away. But we're going to try to have some fun at it. We're going to try to do some different things and just see where it kind of goes. Have some fun.
That's all it's about. And guys, I'm telling you, when DeadZone does a mystery box, you want to hop on that mystery box. This WWE one sounds fire, and then oh man, all of his previous ones were incredible. If you love wrestling, hop in that one in 25 days, and you want to get it. It'll be good. And make sure to go DeadZone Collectibles to get the merch. The shirts are awesome. Logos are awesome. You'll have a lot of fun.
No Damn No is coming. No Damn No.
I'm telling you what, I'm a buyer on that shirt.
That definitely is. It's on the way. We got to pull that one up again though.
Just for quick.
All right. So that's.
And on that note, guys, be well, be safe, have a wonderful rest of your week, and we will see you again on the next one. Bye, everyone.